Pal, welcome back. All right, just wrapping it up here today for a Money Monday. Lots of money guests. Dr. Keith Abloh, Dr. Leah Lagos talking about brain power and how to stay sane in a time of complete and utter insanity. Bob Golden was here talking about his new product, the Trio organic fruit and birch water. It's vegan, it's sugar-free, it's organic, it's everything that the left wants and more in a bottle of water. And although we usually call this segment the WTF, What the Facts, Frankie's not with us for the time being as he adjusts to his new role as one of the head honchos at the new radio station 77 WABC here in New York. But I haven't made any mistakes today. I think Frankie's tuned in, if he's in tune to anyone. Oh, my buddy Mike Andrews is on there. Susan Zucconi. Hello, Susan. The coleslaw queen in New Jersey. We should have the coleslaw queen in New Jersey and the bail bonds queen of New Jersey. Michelle Eskenazi and Susan Zucconi. That would be probably a pretty funny segment. I don't think I made any mistakes today. I may have made a mistake using that blackface graphic that we used before. Somebody may find reason to hate on me for using it because, again, it happened. And I think if Donald Trump was seen with a speck of black on his face ever, they'd probably be trying to impeach him right now. But at the same time, Ted Danson, Billy Crystal, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, not pictured in my picture from earlier, but Jimmy Fallon also did some blackface. And Billy Crystal did it not once, but twice. Billy Crystal did it on Saturday Night Live years ago with Joe Piscopo. They did a Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., okay? And then he did it more recently, I think in 2012 when he was hosting the Oscars. So some people get a free pass. Other people, like Donald Trump, get smacked around like they're saying he used a racist statement by using the term kung flu, which is kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, and I don't really get it. But things are getting crazy. We found out that, at least some of the seats that were empty in Trump's Tulsa rally were empty because Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her group of TikTokers, or whatever she calls them, did some online campaign to reserve seats and then not show up, so they looked empty. But here you have all the Democrats screaming about how they want to have mail-in voting, but here they are already manipulating technology and social media. And I got to say, Brad Parscale is a pretty slick social media guy. He may have got outsmarted on this one, and you better step up your game, Brad. I'll tell you that, because they're going to come at you from every angle, and they sure are. This isn't going to be an easy fight. And many people are saying, Trump's going to win in a landslide. Let me just tell you this. The one thing that you need to do, Frankie said I had too many mistakes today, far too many to list. My brother Derek's watching, and my two brothers bought me a beautiful gift for Father's Day. Derek brought over a DIY project, a new flagpole for my backyard. So I spent, some portion of my Father's Day afternoon literally digging a hole with my brother who helped and my son who helped marginally. But, we will have a full, beautiful flagpole in the back, flying Old Glory prominently and proudly. And thank you to my two brothers for that. Frank said plenty of mistakes. Tom DiDonato, my buddy, is watching. He's going to try to help out right now and keep me shaped up and shined up. And we got a lot of things happening, a lot of fun stuff. And I'm hoping that we get out of this quarantine in the next week or two. And I'm hoping that I'm going to have some really exciting news for all the places you may be watching Liquid Lunch from. You'll probably be home or at your computer or at work or something, but I may be in a whole host of places out on the road, keeping track of what's happening, the reopening of America. I'm thinking about doing a tour. That's what I'm thinking about doing, and hitting the heartland, chugging through red states, and you know, one of my friends said I need a good midlife crisis tour, so I may hop in the tour bus and get a bunch of groupies and travel around the country, hopefully drinking free alcohol from some sponsors who put up the money for the tour, but we'll see how that happens. But lots of great stuff coming up this week. On Wednesday, of course, we always have Woman Wednesday, and we have women every day, but on Wednesday we have a different woman's perspectives, and Sam's will be joining us. Maybe Frank will make a guest appearance here, there, or somewhere. I don't know, but he is really besieged, I'm sure, and the type of worker he is, he doesn't want to take his eye off the ball, which makes sense to me. I'm going to try to keep my composure as I look here to my left, and I look at Aunt Jemima and the Land O'Lakes butter, the Indian, the Lucky Charms leprechaun. All these food items could be gone from our lexicon before we know it. So, you know, we might come out of this thing. Joe Biden will have a black woman as a vice president. Aunt Jemima's family will be completely torn apart because they always looked up to the woman who was the face of Aunt Jemima as kind of a hero of her time, as someone who portrayed a character, and there weren't a lot of jobs for African-American women back then, but, you know, Miss Lillian Richard worked for Quaker Oats for 23 years, and she was a hero in her community because she was a black woman who was hired by a major company to go out there and spread the word about a great food item. Aunt Jemima syrup. Rita, yeah, we may come to Florida. I'm sure we'll breeze through Jersey. I don't know, Adrian, if we're going to be able to make it all the way out to Phoenix. It depends on budgeting and touring and times, but we're going to try to hit all the red states we can. And I think we'll wind up in Jacksonville for the Republican National Convention, but that's all I can say right now. We are going to have a terrific Tuesday tomorrow. Hopefully a wild and wacky fire-breathing dragon of a Woman Wednesday on Wednesday. But a great week in store for you. Lots of news to cover. Lots more to talk about. And you should be here tomorrow, the same bat time, the same bat channel, for more Liquid Lunch. See you tomorrow.